Are you Matthew Aldridge? Are you Matthew Aldridge?
I'm the attorney of fact for Matthew Aldridge.
You were what?
The attorney of fact.
Attorney what?
Of fact.
Attorney of fact. And what does that mean?
Authorization to do legal.
Are you a licensed attorney?
No, I'm simply an attorney of fact.
Okay. And does that mean you have a power of attorney? What is your name?
This opening already sets the tone. The judge is just trying to confirm the guy's name, and instead we get this wild claim of being an attorney of fact. That's not a real thing in criminal court, but sovereign citizens love making up titles they think will give them authority.
Let me explain to you. Only an attorney at law can stand in court and represent a criminal defendant. And to do so otherwise violates the criminal law statutes of the state of Tennessee and could land someone who attempts to represent themselves as an attorney at law in serious trouble. I understand what you're saying. I understand you're saying an attorney in fact. And what I want you to understand is that if you have a power of attorney, then you need to demonstrate that power of attorney. Do you have a legal document called a power of attorney?
No, I do not at this time.
Okay. Then you don't have any authority to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge in this court. You have no legal authority, nor do you have any authority through a legal document.
Here the judge lays it out crystal clear. Only a licensed attorney can represent a defendant. Period. But sovereign citizens always try to twist the rules, thinking a power of attorney gives them courtroom powers. All it really does is dig them into a deeper hole.
Show it to the bailiff and he'll show it to me. Oh, apparently there's a copy here. All right, this is in the state of Tennessee of Cheatham County and Chancery Court, which is filed in the wrong county because in the wrong court, because this is circuit court. You just be quiet.
You go to the courthouse, it comes up.
You need to listen to me instead of talking, okay? This is a challenge to the standing. The Supreme Court of the United States has stated that no corporation has standing anything to man. And then there's a quotation for Rundle versus Delaware Raritan Canal Company. And then it said, as well as it being a maximum of law, citing certain Latin phrases, dissimilar things ought not to be joined by a definition of Black's Law Dictionary. So the respondent in error requires that the state of Tennessee Incorporated and Cheatham County Chancery Court prove their standing to proceed against a man in any court of law. You have 15 calendar days to prove your standing or forever yield to estoppel.
This part is unbelievable. The document is crammed with random Latin phrases, Supreme Court quotes, and dictionary definitions. This is the classic sovereign citizen strategy: throw legal mumbo-jumbo at the court, hoping it sticks. But the reality is, none of it matters in a criminal case.
All right. Well, I find that Matthew Neal Aldridge has failed to appear personally in this court for the plea day on his case, which is set for trial tomorrow. And as a result, you have no standing, sir, under what I know what you're trying to do is to try to use the sovereign citizen approach to this situation. And I'm simply telling you that you do not have the right to represent Matthew Neal Aldridge. If you are, in fact, Matthew Neal Aldridge, then you need to say so and stop this nonsense, because what you're attempting to do has no legal effect. You cannot challenge the criminal law or the jurisdiction of this court by simply filing some legal mumbo jumbo having to do with civil litigation. That has civil litigation in it. It is not a criminal case that you have cited. So it has no effect on this court regarding the criminal statutes of this court. This court is empowered under the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the state of Tennessee, and by the duly elected citizens of Cheatham County to empower and enforce the laws of the state of Tennessee.
There it is. The judge breaks it down. You can't challenge a criminal case with some civil law citations. This court's authority comes straight from the Constitution and the people, not from pseudo-legal tricks. He's shutting down the game right here.
Trial date tomorrow.
Question. Is that an article pre-trial?
To what?
Will that be an article pre-trial? A trial by jury with jury?
It would be a trial by jury, certainly, it would be. But I don't know who you are, and I don't think you have any authority if you are not Matthew Lynn Aldridge to appear before this court, and you're wasting valuable time to all of these other citizens who are here today. So when I'm talking, you stop talking. No, you will when I'm finished talking. You are wasting the court's time by doing this, and I'm just simply instructing you that if you are in fact Matthew Lynn Aldridge, then this is your last day to settle your case. The trial date is set for tomorrow, and unfortunately, it will not go forward because of the fact that I have a conflict and I have to be in Stewart County on a civil matter. So we're going to assign a new trial date for Matthew Lynn Aldridge.
Now you can hear the judge's patience starting to run out. He points out how this circus is wasting everyone's time, while other citizens with real cases are waiting. That's the cost of these games: time, money, and resources, all thrown away.
July 15th.
I'm sorry,
July 15th.
July 15th. All right. To Matthew Aldridge and the individual standing before me whose name must not be uttered, then we will set a July 15th trial date for Mr. Aldridge. Whatever this document is that you have filed is in fact invalid because it does not cite any valid criminal statute, and therefore I'm denying whatever that might be in the way of a motion. The trial date will be July 15th. The last day for Mr. Aldridge to enter a plea or go to trial will be July the 8th. July the 8th. Now, we're going to give you a card. If you are in fact Matthew Aldridge and you're just playing games with the court regarding this nonsense that you filed, then you may get this card and you may go on about your business. If you are not Matthew Aldridge, then I would suggest to you, you relay to Mr. Aldridge that he must appear on July the 8th, or a bond revocation will take place, and his case will be will take place with him in jail.
The judge sets a new trial date and makes it crystal clear: if Aldridge doesn't show up, his bond is revoked and he's going to jail until trial. That's the reality sovereign citizens can't escape. The law keeps moving forward, no matter how many fake filings you bring in. Clip 7. This whole exchange is the perfect example of why sovereign citizen tactics never work. Judges have seen it all before, and while they'll explain patiently at first, the court won't play along forever. In the end, the law wins, and the games just make things worse for the defendant.